amazing. Definitely this is our response to election 2016. As you can hear in the background, we fighting the power. Everything that's going on here. So, as always, we extend greetings to everybody. And we're going to let her, she'll continue to fight the power while we get ready to get rocking and rolling with you guys. But I'm glad to see a lot of you have already tuned in. So, we're going to go ahead and get moving. So, first things first, we definitely appreciate you guys stepping in and having a conversation with us about election 2016. One of the first things we want to do is we definitely want to give props to our current president because he's been doing some things, and no one wants to give him his props, but he has definitely done some good things. It's good to have a presidency that has had no scandals, no infidelity or anything like that. So that's one thing that we definitely need to be excited about. So that's first and foremost. So as it relates to election 2016, I think I want Amber J to start off because if I start off, I'm going to go on the rampage. So you guys feel free to comment whenever you get ready, because we ready to rock and roll, talk about election 2016. So I'm going to let Amber J go ahead and take the floor, and I'm just going to kind of chill while she do that.
Good evening, everybody. It's Amber J. Thanks for y'all tuning in. Again, this is MBG, Motivational Brown Girls, responding to the 2016 elections that's been going on. First and foremost, a lot of y'all are upset and mad at the results. Take about 5 minutes, breathe in and breathe out, and just calm down. Emotions is not going to get you anywhere. So just take a moment to just breathe, ask God for peace, and contain yourself. Now, let's just think about everything that's transpired. You got a man who has no political background whatsoever that ran for a presidency. It's not a part of a qualification for him to have one, but it'll help in your application. It would have helped in his application to talk for him to know something about foreign policy or even attempt to know about laws and things like that. You had another candidate who was a woman, who was a first lady, who was Secretary of Defense, knows something about politics, foreign policy, what her moves that she might have made you might not have agreed with. But on paper, she had the qualifications of a president, based on paper, based on her resume. Everything looked good on paper. Just the whole interview process might have been a little shaky here and there. But during the debates and things, she did keep her composure, never spazzed out, unlike Trump. Trump spazzed out like a child. And y'all, excuse me, I can't be saying his name. I have a name for him already.
Yeah.
So,
I'm with you.
For me, as Amber J, for me, 3 things popped out of this whole thing: race, gender, and progression. Race, because y'all were tired and y'all let us have our black man for 8 years. That's enough. So, you gave us our little time, a little leeway, cool. Gender, because we can't. You didn't want a woman, whether she was white or black,
True,
to press on with what was going on
true,
in the same party. And that's a no-no. Her place ain't to lead no how. She need to serve. We can't have that. So while everybody else around the country is mobilizing to have women in leadership and things like that, and different states have elected certain people for the Senate or the House of Representatives, whatever was going on your ballot in your state, that were women in powerful positions. For some odd reason, we can't get together as, United States of America. We just can't fathom of having a woman lead the country. It's too fast. The progression is too fast.
True.
So to jump from a black man to a woman is just entirely too fast of a progression. We'd rather just go back to the 1776 mind frame of America. White man appease white man. White men know what they're doing. We know all. We're the enlightened ones. Let's run the country. We then had a black for a little bit. Let's take it back for a while, and then maybe when the people have another uproar as what they did in 2008, maybe we can elect a woman. She might not be black, but it could be a woman. Maybe she might be mixed or something.
Oh, wow.
Maybe she not gonna be full blown, but we may give a woman a chance in maybe 2020, 2024, or 20, something like down the line, but not right now. It's just too fast. That's the three things that popped in, that just came across my mind. Now, I have a lot of white friends, went to school with a lot of white friends, and I have a lot of white friends that did vote for Trump. And my comprehension for me, maybe I'm slow and my schooling ain't right, but I cannot fathom you giving an excuse as to why you voted for a man who straight told me I live in the inner city. What do I have to lose? I'm from Chicago.
True.
So you voting that for whatever reason may be, that's your prerogative, that's your thing, but now I'm looking at you funny. If you are a white person and have a diverse group of friends and you voted for him, I'm trying not to say his name, him, your friends are looking, and then they know your friends are looking at you funny. That's not being a humanitarian at all. At all. If we're supposed to be the people, for the people, by the people, and everybody's looking at us like, okay, they're a progressive country, we need to get on board like them, and to see somebody that's a president-elect, that's a joke to the rest of the country. And then you talk crazy with Russia. Russia's not favorable with everybody else.
But Amber, I thought he didn't know Putin. He told us he didn't know Vladimir Putin.
But he do know him.
But he told us he didn't know Vladimir Putin. You remember when Hillary kept saying that the emails were hacked by Russia, and he was saying, oh, I don't know Vladimir Putin. Hey, everybody. Lula, thanks so much for chiming in. I'm going to say hey to everybody. Maisha, Darnell, I see, oh, Lord Jesus, I ain't know all y'all were watching. I see my next door neighbor is watching, so if you feel like you want to say something, we in here. So, yeah. Okay. Let Amber finish, because I'm going to get fired up about Vladimir Putin, but go ahead.
So, it's just baffling to me. Those that are hollering about NAFTA, I'm going to just set the record straight on this, because I did my research and everything, on this thing. NAFTA was introduced by a Republican president, and it was signed and put into action by a Democrat. So y'all blaming the Democrat is kind of dead wrong. Again, presidency things that are passed trickles down way later than something local. I'm not even going to get on those who didn't vote. And I'm not going to get on you black folk that didn't vote yet.
Coons, because that's what they would call them.
Just yet. So, those whose argument for Hillary was, oh, NAFTA. Okay, I get it. I ain't hear nothing about no NAFTA prior to this. If that was such a concern, that should have been pushed by, again, who? The Congress. Who's representing your Congress? President can't do everything.
Nope.
So NAFTA was introduced by a Republican, pushed through by a Democrat. And things like that does happen. Sometimes a Democrat will introduce something and be pushed by a Republican. So forth and so forth. Don't lose hope on the fact that everything is being ran by a Republican right now, or by the Republican Party right now, even though it happened twice. But don't get discouraged, because Senates do change.
Okay.
But it's up to y'all and up to us to get from behind this reality TV, get up, wash your ass, and take your ass to the polls and vote for your Senate. Your local is so important because, again, that hits you faster than the national. whether you work, wherever you work for feds or not. Your local dictates. Your local dictates. I don't know how much more I can stress that. Local dictates. If you don't get your ass up and vote for a mayor, city council, delegate, all this budget stuff you hollering about, the money, all that is for Virginia. All that is controlled by the General Assembly.
Yep.
Take your ass to the General Assembly on the day they open their doors and get behind your delegates. If you got a problem, call your delegate up. Word the hell out of them. That's what they're for. That's what you elected them for.
That's right.
Again, we should not be afraid of our government. The government need to be afraid of us because we run it. They left. The whole goal of this thing was they left because they was tired of the monarchy. The king telling them what to do. They had no say so.
Articles of Confederation.
You get over here.
Articles of Confederation.
You get over here and say, well, yeah, the people, we're going to, do a democracy thing. Yeah, we're going to have a high government. The government ain't going to touch nothing the state got going on unless we need it. And we're going to, be the judge and make changes and also because, we didn't want to be dictated no more. Somehow, some way, it's slowly but surely have turned to that. Mm-hmm. And if people don't realize and stop and get off the distractions and don't pay attention to what's really going on, you can mess around and have a V for Vendetta moment. For those that seen that movie, straight dictatorship. Straight dictatorship. You're gonna have a Germany moment if you don't get it together. You're gonna protest all day long about that president. President can do but so much. Yeah, they have executive orders, which I got a list of here. But your congressman and being the fact that him don't have no policy, no nothing, no political, no nothing. That cabinet is gonna take advantage of that, and that Senate is gonna take advantage of that until it's time for elections. So, those who are Democratic, y'all need to get behind, get you a Ron Paul or somebody, and and start getting the ball rolling now. Y'all had the opportunity to make certain changes and things like that, and it fell by the wayside. People went to the polls and put the damn gorilla name down on the ballot like it was some damn joke because you just failed. You didn't believe that Trump was going to get it. Trump has preached the same silliness as Adolf Hitler.
Yep.
The same stuff. I'm just saying. You don't have to vote. That's your thing. But black folk. People have been beaten, disabled, killed, trying to get their future to be able to go out into the polls. And what I mean by future means their children's children.
That's
us.
Right.
And it wasn't too long ago we couldn't do it because they knew how much power we have. They know how much power we have in numbers. They know how much power we have in our money. They know. This goes all the way back to when we was taken from the motherland anyway. They know we are warriors. They know we are leaders. If we mobilize and come together as one, there is no stopping us. But we just too gone mentally that we just can't get it together. Again, another subject for another time. But for the black folk who bucked and was like, I ain't voting, my vote don't mean nothing. But yet you won't change still. And your part of change was I'm bucking. You pretty much slapped everybody that helped you. That's not helped you, but you pretty much slapped everybody that set the pathway for you to vote. Just saying. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. Bucking on voting, it doesn't mean anything, especially when it was other stuff on that ballot besides the presidency. Again, local stuff was on that ballot, so you bucked the whole thing. So if for instance, if you won't fill in LeVar in Richmond, if you won't fill in LeVar Stoney, you won't fill in none of the candidates. Okay, well maybe you was filling Michelle or somebody. I don't know. But you like, man, this whole system, you want to get on this revolutionary or fuck the system and all this other crazy stuff. And then you just buck. So if LeVar decides, hey, I don't like what's going on in the city council, I want to make a few changes that can affect you, and then you holler and screaming and you mad, but you didn't take your ass to vote. I don't want to hear it. You can't. Maybe my comprehension is wrong and my schooling ain't right, but you can't holler Black Pride, Black Power, Black Lives Matter, and you didn't vote, but you won't change. That doesn't make any sense to me. Does not make any sense to me. To watch the movie Selma with my mother, who grew up in Jim Crow, who endured some of that stuff, who she knew people was trying to vote, and you telling people, oh, guess how many jelly beans is in the jar, give me the whole Constitution. I done filled the application right to the teeth. What's the preamble? And the bitch that's telling you that don't even know what the damn preamble is. We're gonna try to question you. That's the type of stuff that our people endure for us to have the ability to vote, because when they did vote in Selma, all those people that held them back got ran out of office. That's how much power we have. But no, we want to be on this revolutionary tip. No, revolutionary tip is getting involved and wearing the people to death. So they be like, you know what, I'm tired of seeing Lily Mae up there. She talking about the same. She's been calling me, wearing me to death, child. I'm tired of seeing MJ up there. Oh, Lord, let me go in front of the General Assembly and just tell them about this bill we're trying to pass.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Y'all mad now because of the Electoral College. Y'all mad. It was cool when Obama won both the popular and electoral vote. It's cool then, but when it's a difference, all we need to get rid of Electoral College. The same thing happened with Al Gore. We all knew Al Gore won that presidency, but because Florida, and at the time the governor of Florida was Bush's brother, and with some fuck shit, I said it. Yeah. Al Gore was like, you know what, let that man have it. It's all good. You can't. You got to pick and choose your battles, people. If Electoral College has been an issue, and it's brought up before, it was just missed by some votes. Come on, again, did my research. All these issues everybody have now, this shit should have been brought up to the Senate and all this stuff. All of it. All the whole time. All these people that's rallying, that's saying, I'm going to do this for you, hold them accountable. Give them their pink slip, as Raw 6 says. You ain't doing what the hell you're supposed to do, player. You either need to do it or you coming up out here. And I bet you if you hold a fire to their ass, these people start changing some things. That's just my that was actually 10 cents there. That was 10 cents.
Okay, 10.
That was my 10 cents right there. But you go ahead. You go ahead. One more thing, y'all. Today, him, and I'm gonna tell you why I say him. I call him. If everybody's seen the Powerpuff Girls, hope y'all know who the Powerpuff Girls are. There's a character on the Powerpuff Girls that dressed in red that got claws. And he ain't got no name. They just call him because he's so dangerous. That's who Trump is to me, and that's his name. I don't care. I know it's disrespectful, but he disrespected President Obama all this time. Everybody else in their mama just couldn't fathom the fact of moving their mouth to say President Obama. It was Barack Obama or Obama and all that stuff. He ain't my president. He ain't my POTUS and all that stuff. So, as you know how I feel right now, he's my HOTUS, him of the United States. Him. That's who he is, him. Sorry. If y'all feel some type of way, then that's what it is. I'm sorry. He's just going to be him. He's him from Powerpuff Girls. Oh, and his wife is Malignant. That's her name. Malignant Trump. Not Melanie or whatever her name is Malignant. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. And his speech was, we need to come together and not be divided.
But wait. Who need to come together?
That's what he said. You're coming together. This is what I heard when he said it. We need to just come together and not be divided. All this crazy stuff. You know his speech when he accepted the thing.
Uh-huh.
All I heard was white.
Okay.
I heard white.
Okay.
Your us is white. I didn't see no black folk. Nobody I can relate. Nothing. I just didn't know because I heard everything he said from the time he stepped foot on a podium and parted his mouth all the way to now. I heard everything. I'm not making excuses like I've been hearing from the white folk. Let's just keep it real. And some of you blacks, the same thing. Oh, he was just joking. Oh, is this and that and the third? If President Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama came out their mouth crazy like him did, the media we're going off. Y'all wouldn't accept that. It would be another stereotypical move. Oh, there he go, acting like a typical Negro. He ghetto, all this other stuff. But it's cool for him to do that. It's cool for him to do that. It's just guy talk. Oh, he just saying what everybody's been thinking. That's fine. Saying what you're thinking out loud and get your lips busted. I'm just letting y'all know that now. Don't get it twisted, because him is president-elect. That makes y'all feel like y'all can say what the hell y'all want to say and be disrespectful. I love my people, but this generation here, the anger been passed down. So the anger can swell your lip up. I'm just letting you know that. Be respectful at all times. We was chill. We weren't acting crazy. We still not acting crazy.
No.
But just be respectful about the whole thing. If you don't agree with what happened, or don't tell me, oh, get over it. Just let him do it. No, I didn't. You was upset about President Obama. Double standard. It's all good now. No, does it not? It's no fun when the rapper got the gun. Y'all did the same mess. Excuse me. Y'all did the same mess with OJ.
Okay.
Y'all did the same mess with OJ. Oh, y'all just couldn't stand it when he was found not guilty. Couldn't stand it and couldn't wait for the opportunity to get him. It was the same thing with The Birth of a Nation. Nat Turner. I keep touching that movie because that movie is just lovely. The same thing. That man killed 60 men, women, and children, and you got mad because you just couldn't understand why he just rose up for some reason.
So generally, I be the one that's fired up, but she on the roll.
That's crazy to me.
Um.
But that's not 15 cents. I'm done.
So, she not done, but all right. So for me, I don't even know where to start. So first of all, wow, y'all know I've been laying low these last couple of days because I've been trying to wrap my mind around this. So initially, I was one of the people who was like, "Oh, this a political stunt. He doing this because, well, the Republicans put him out there because they knew they didn't have another suitable candidate. They knew we didn't want another Bush in office. So they put him up there as their front runner so that we would be okay with Hillary. Because the truth of the matter is, both of our candidates' elections was iffy. All right? So that was my thing. But when Jeb Bush got knocked out of the Republican candidacy, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Because I just knew another Bush was coming in after Obama because that Bush name is just what it is. But when a Bush got knocked out, I was like, wait a minute, this thing getting real. So then I started thinking back to Trump, owner of casinos. Trump, who reminds me a lot of Hugh Hefner. And I'm like, Trump, conservative Republican. Trump, conservative Republican. Something doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. Because a hoe-hopping billionaire is nothing conservative to me. So to me, he doesn't fit what my mind wraps around Republican. He doesn't speak to me like a Bush. He doesn't speak to me like even a Reagan. Because Reagan was a little on the fence with things. Like, so those are my thoughts. But where I am now is here. I can't believe that the United States of America, who was started by people like Ben Franklin, James Madison. James Madison wrote the Virginia Declaration of Rights, the freaking Articles of Confederation. I bet y'all didn't know James Madison wrote the Bill of Rights, because all y'all know is George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, right? James Madison wrote so much stuff. But the reason I say that is because all of those men were educated. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be the person that, boom, I'm educated, I'm going to get educated, I want everybody to get educated. But you know now, I'm starting to think like, why the hell did I get all this education when you got somebody running the United States of America where if I put my resume up against his, I would look like the president of the United States. So somebody please help me understand, what the hell are we supposed to tell our kids? What are we supposed to tell our kids? You need to get an education. They gonna tell us, no we don't. He did it, and all he did was talk shit about Muslims, black people. He talked about white people too. And see, this is what gets me. He's talking about you like a dog. And uneducated, and this is the other thing. But let me finish my thought. Uneducated people put Donald Trump in office, right? Uneducated blacks and whites. Because see, I went to the rallies when he was here in Richmond. So I saw some of my own people, and I hate to say it like this, yeah, I'm stereotyping. I could look at them and tell they were uneducated. I could look at them and tell. But what let me bring it, let me reel it back in. Let me reel it back in. All right. Oh yeah, Lulu. Lulu, you're right. And he pay no damn taxes. Now let me not pay my taxes. Y'all gonna lock me up. All right. But for real, let me reel it back in.
Send you a notice quick.
I'm reel it on back in. All right. But this is the thing, like, you hate the establishment, right? You hate the establishment. But you hate the establishment that you created. Black people didn't put President Obama in there. I don't care how much we bully. Let me tell you one doggone thing. President Obama was chosen. He was the chosen one. For all you Bible readers out there, he was chosen just like the Virgin Mary was chosen. President Obama was chosen. He was groomed when he was in law school. He was groomed to be a president. But see, let me tell you what he did. This is why y'all mad. Because see, the President Obama who served from 2008 to 2012, that was the President Obama that you groomed. But see, what you don't understand is, in the African American family, yes, the man is the head of the household. But see, the woman is the strength in the household. So see, what y'all need to understand is that, see, Barack Obama had a wife named Michelle. And see, the FLOTUS is gorgeous. She's educated, but the sister a little hood too. So see, what y'all don't know is that every night, when they laid down in their bed, she looked at him, and you know what she said? And excuse me, because you know I generally don't condone the use of this word, but I'm going to use it. She said, Barack, let me tell you one thing. You might be the president, but you still a nigga to them. That's what she told him. And the reason I know she told him that is because from 2012 to 2016, I saw a new Obama. I saw the Obama who stood up after his re-election, and he popped his collar and said, because I don't have to run again. Boom. That's what you're mad about. That's what you're mad about. But I'm speaking to white people, and I'm speaking to black people. See, black people, you're mad. You're mad because we're conditioned to be mad at our own people for rising above us. So see, that's why I'm pissed off. I ain't blaming white people. I'm blaming all of us. Because see, what happens is, press menu. My mom out here, y'all, I'm trying to teach her how to use modern technology. So, I'm heated because I got my 50 sitting right here, right? So she didn't even watch the election results. You know what I'm saying? And me and my mom watched it. And I just went and got into bed. My mom didn't even want to go to sleep. But see, this is the thing y'all got to understand. People like our parents, they walked when Martin Luther King walked. So we are filled up with power and strength because we come from strong people. What do I think about election 2016? I think you got what you deserve. Let me tell you why I think you got what you deserve. I think you got what you deserve because of your hatred, your bigotry, and the simple fact that this is one nation under God. How many times either one of the candidates mentioned how good God had been to them? Let's keep it real. How many times? Trump said he's God himself. So this one nation under God, and I'm getting so sick of y'all writing on my statuses talking about some peace, peace. one nation under God.
Ooh, let me touch on the church
How
part.
many
Please.
times
Please.
you heard either one of these candidates say anything about the Lord Jesus Christ?
Please.
But you know what I have been hearing? Assassination. I've been hearing that word a lot.
Please let me
I don't wish death on nobody, but you know what's really, really interesting? When you do things the wrong way, wrong will follow you. When you do things the wrong way, wrong will follow you. But you know what's really happening? Look at how Donald Trump's temperament has changed from campaigning until today. Donald Trump that y'all put in office is not the same Donald Trump he was on the campaign trail. Donald Trump is going to show y'all who he really is. See, Donald Trump is one of those hidden liberals. Donald Trump is one of those hidden liberals. Now, he might crack down on Obamacare, but you know what's going to happen? He going to mess up a whole lot of other stuff. See, the Donald Trump that I'm thinking about, he going to make polygamy legal. Because you know he like a whole lot of hoes. He going to make polygamy legal. See, he got Mike Pence. Do y'all realize that Mike Pence is so ignorant and so crazy that do you know that Mike Pence was trying to make it so that gays could not even buy a doggone pizza without it being illegal? And I'm exaggerating, but that's how ignorant and crazy Mike Pence is. This who y'all got in office. So see now, I'm going to start pointing and saying, your president. Because see, when Obama got in office, you kept on saying, that's y'all president.
Yep.
So guess what, Nash? Your president. Number 3. This is my response to election 2016. All y'all poor. We poor. We work 40 hours a week just to pay their salaries on Capitol Hill. Why in the hell do y'all think Donald Trump gonna save you? See, that's the problem. Everybody looking for a savior. Save your damn self. Everybody looking for a savior. What do you think this man gonna do? Do you think he's gonna give everybody $100,000? You really think he'll do that? And about this wall, see, I'm so sickened that you fools really think he gonna build a wall. Where he gonna put the wall? Where he gonna put the wall, y'all? Nobody responded. Because you know he ain't gonna build no doggone wall. And see, the interesting thing is the people that really need to be listening to this conversation, y'all not listening. And the reason you're not listening, because you know every doggone thing we saying is the truth. And the other reason you're not listening is because you really believe this man gonna save you. Fourthly, my black man, I need y'all to chill. Because this man is in office. And this man believes in law and order. So now, y'all gonna justifiably get shot and killed every time you step wrong. So I'm gonna need y'all to step like some Roman soldiers. I'm being real. This is not a joke. Donald Trump is the president-elect. You know, there were some articles out today that the electoral